Our 1988 BMW 325i was missing, and unfortunately I couldn't get any information from the computer, so I bought this kit to service the fuel injectors. Fuel injectors are between the valve cover and the intake manifold on the fuel rail. There are 4 10mm bolts that hold the fuel rail in. There are also 6 clips that you'll need to unclip. They're just a push-pull, simple BMW clip. There's a couple hoses that'll need to be removed. I'll remove the valve cover. The fuel line is over here on the left, so be careful. There could be fuel spill out of there or spray out when you open that up. My car hadn't been running for quite a while, so when I took that fuel line off, it was not a big deal, just a couple drops. The fuel rail is full of fuel too, so there'll be a lot of fuel there. You take off a couple hoses, take off that bracket in the middle. A couple other plugs on the right that are not on the fuel rail. The hose right there. Not really very difficult. I'm going to need to remove 8 nuts from the valve cover. Holding the valve cover on just makes it easier to get it out. I don't even know if it's possible to get out without doing this. So with the valve cover off, the spark plug holder just folds forward, and now you can see the fuel rail with 6 electrical clips and 4 10mm bolts holding it on. I went ahead and numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the injector connectors, just in case I could potentially mix them up. I don't know if that's possible, but wanted to be safe. Also covered the intake manifold in case I drop something down there. This is after all the bolts are out of the fuel rail. There's a rubber hose on the left that you just tuck behind the fuel rail, and then that thing will pop right out. Did spill some fuel. I put my finger over it to stop it. So good thing I had a towel there to pick it up. Drained all that out. So now we got the fuel rail out. It's time to rehab those injectors. There's a little clip at the top of each injector that holds it to the fuel rail. You just spread the clip and push it backwards. Comes right off. I use the tool to spread it with, but you can spread it with your fingers. And after that, the injector just pulls out of the fuel rail. Here's one all torn apart. A little filter in the end has been removed. The O-rings have been removed, and the little plastic tip, which is really a nightmare to get off, is sitting there too. I bought this tool to remove the filter, but you could use a screw. It's basically all it is. You screw it in, and you keep screwing, and it retracts the screw and pulls the filter out. It's a neat little tool. I just thought it was cool to have. And now the filter is on the tool. You just got to get it off of the tool. This is after all of the injectors have been cleaned up. Getting ready to test them all by squirting carb cleaner in them. I have a rig set up to squirt carb cleaner in. The one on the left is all put back together after it's all done, cleaned up and tested working. Hooked up to a battery to test the injector. There's a positive and a negative terminal on the injector, so make sure you get it right. There's a plus on one side, and that's the red line that goes to the battery hot terminal. So I made up this little rig to spray while I tap the battery and make the injector squirt. Take my ground wire and just tap, tap, tap. You should hear it go click, click, click. I got 5 of them done. This was the last one. No clicking. Nothing. Nothing would squirt out of it. The good news is, this is why my car was missing. So, next step is to beat it a little bit. See if I can knock anything loose that might be in there. Should also test the with an ohm meter, make sure it's not completely shorted out. But in this case, nothing happened at all. So here, went to eBay, bought another used one. It looks dirty, but at least they say it works for 20 bucks. Not too bad. So I'll go ahead and update this with another video when I put everything back together. But for now, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.